Hey guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel, Hoot of the Sims. So today I'm actually bringing you a very special house build. Um, I kind of just thought of the design as I went on, so I wasn't really referencing a house like I usually do in these house builds. But that's just some background story, so I'm not gonna reveal what it looks like. I'm just gonna kind of talk with my weird rainbow, blue, purple background right now. But this house is very special because it is a tiny house. I would say it's almost like a cottage slash suburban slash modern style. I just kind of titled it Modern Tiny Home. But let's just get right into the video. Um, it was really fun to build. It didn't take me a long time either, which was nice. Because usually house builds take me a long time. But anyways, this house took me, I would say, maybe 30 minutes total, 45 minutes tops. And that's really quick for a house build normally for me. I take, like I said in the last video, I take roughly about 6 to 8 hours. Actually, I'll be fair, 5 to 8 hours on average, depending on the size of the house and how much detail I'm putting into it. But being me, I always tend to put a lot of detail into my builds, and I was just lucky because this one's small, so it didn't take me as long, and you guys can enjoy another house build, too. I didn't know when the next time I'd be able to make one was, but yeah, here we go. We have one again. So, granted, this is going to be released, I would say maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the other house build that I just released was the second house build, but whatever. Side notes. So all day today, I have literally been working from home because of the weather. I don't know if you guys know this, but I live in Minnesota, and the past couple of weeks have not been great for weather. Being this is like late January, early February weeks, so the past 2 weeks, we actually had some really brutal temperatures last week. I believe it was also, I think it was like a week from a week ago from today, I think. But yeah, we had temperatures that were like negative, it was like -42, that's the temperature that it read. That's not the feels like. The feels like with the wind and our, lack of humidity and moisture in the air, it felt like -60 something. And I didn't want to drive my car in that, because oftentimes your batteries don't start when it gets that cold. I mean, they could not work at 32 degrees, but my car is pretty immune to it, but I was like, no, I'm working from home. And we also got a lot of snow, so I literally worked from home all of last week. I've been working from home on Monday too, from this week, and Tuesday, so today. Um, Today, as in the day I'm making this video, it's the 5th of February right now, but anyways, yeah, I've been working from home Monday and Tuesday and all of last week. So I'm finally going into work, actually tomorrow. Hopefully I don't run into any bad weather. It is supposed to snow tomorrow, but it's not supposed to be until late, so I am leaving work early, because I have an hour drive to work, guys. And I don't want to get stuck in traffic, especially at rush hour with snow. No thank you. It already takes me close to 55 minutes if I'm lucky without heavy traffic. With heavy traffic, it takes me, I mean, the worst I've ever had it was like almost 2 hours of driving. And it's literally only 28 miles to get to my job? 30 maybe? I don't know. But yeah, around that distance, and it takes me so long just because of the traffic. I literally have to drive through Minneapolis to get there, and it's really irritating. But I really enjoy my job, and I get paid pretty decent, and I'm not gonna complain about the money. Plus they let me work from home, which is really nice. I only have to go in like 2 or 3 times a week, but lately I've literally not gone in at all, and I feel really bad. I feel like I haven't seen them in forever. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it's gonna be good to be back tomorrow, regardless of the drive and maybe getting hit with some traffic on the way home, but I'm gonna cross my fingers on that one. But back to the build. So I made a couple of these tiny homes before, actually identical to this one, and I thought that I would recreate them because I didn't record when I made them previously. So this is actually like a remake of a tiny home that I created. So the first one that I made was actually smaller than this one. I think it was smaller by like the width, not the height. So I think it was smaller by like I would say maybe 1 block. It wasn't a huge difference, but you could tell there was less walking room inside. I actually had to have a single staircase, not a double staircase in that house, and it was still pretty tight. So it might have even been 2 blocks less in the width, but that's just a side note. I think it's kind of cool to rebuild your builds and just see if you can even get it close to how it was. I ended up making this tiny home just a tidge bigger than I did originally, but that's not a big deal to me. It's literally just a minor little bit of a size upgrade, so it's not that big of a deal. I honestly didn't notice it until I'm rewatching this video now and doing my voiceover, so, but I kind of wanted to have, like I said, a beach vibe to this, like the interior. I wanted everything to be blue, and to be gray and white and a little bit of brown and black in there, just because I thought it looked gorgeous. I think it really brings out the colors in the house just in general. They both pop, like they work with each other, if that makes any sense. And it's not distracting from, like, it doesn't make you feel like you're in a small house, is what I'm trying to say. The colors actually make it feel bigger and more homey, and that's what I was going for. Tiny homes are really cool. Like, I watch HGTV all the time, and I do get inspiration from that channel. I really do love watching houses, like just redecorations or even just house builds, or like, house hunters basically. I just love watching that show. It really gives me inspiration for The Sims, and I can kind of I don't know, like, I feel like from watching it, I've really been drawn into the modern aesthetic. I keep saying that, but I think HGTV has really set it over the edge, and this is why I am the way I am. So, but I even wanted to bring that blue into the bathroom. I had the tiles almost look like it's in the ocean. Very abstract. If you squint at it, it looks like the water. And I really like the, what's it called? The shower curtain that I chose with it too. That wave is super, super nice. But yeah, and this one, so this is a tiny home, like I said. This is also a loft home. So it does have a loft. That's where the bed is. There's actually a washer and dryer in unit too, which is super nice. I did use some pretty expensive furnishings, so the house costed like $145,000 or something when it was completely furnished, which is insane because I think I've had houses way bigger than this cost the same amount. But you know what? Feel free to de-upgrade and, just downsize the quality of their furnishings, because that is what set it over. The house is super small, so that wouldn't have done it, but anywho, so here I am making the loft bedroom. I ended up making quite a few changes to this as I went on, just because I was so indecisive. I didn't know how I wanted it to look. And I really apologize. If you guys can really figure out how to fix those roofs, coming through the wall, be my guest. I can't figure it out. I don't know what's going on there. And I don't want to like shrink the roof down so it's smaller on the outside. I think that would look really weird. But what can you do? And it's kind of odd. Okay, so once this video rendered, the bed almost looks like it's purple, but I promise it's blue. So it kind of looks out of setting. But anyways, I wanted, like I said, I wanted the modern aesthetic, as in having a bunch of natural light, just to make it seem more open and large in the tiny home. I think that really helped make this loft look bigger and just the house in general look bigger. Plus, I had it, seep off the edge, so there is a little bit more square footage and room. Otherwise, the loft would have been a lot smaller. It would have been only like 3 blocks in width, or I don't even know, 3 grid points in width. I don't know. And it would have been ridiculous. You literally would have not even gotten a double bed up there, so I'm glad I did it the way I did. But yeah. And I don't remember exactly, okay, yeah, see, look at me being indecisive. I moved the dresser over to the corner, and I think I put, like, the washer and dryer, I ended up putting the washer and dryer right where that desk is right now, and I think I actually got rid of that desk entirely. Wait, no, I moved that desk. Literally, I just couldn't figure out where I wanted things to be, and I also moved this painting easel eventually. I don't know why, but the master bedroom gave me the most grief on what I wanted to do with it, because I did want to have it be like almost like an artist or home studio, and since it's a tiny home, most of your like activities and skill stuff have to be in your loft bedroom, just because that's the only place to put it in a loft home and a tiny home. So that is exactly why I designed it this way, to have random things in the bedroom, because that is how a tiny home would be designed, and that's how it would function in a real world setting. So, yep, and then here I decide to put the washer and dryer there. I don't think I move it from there once I set it down, but I do add decorations at the top, because like I said, I am super, super, super detail oriented. Once I find something I like to use, though, I stick with it, so it's easier to find, it's easier to decorate, just because it's a lot of repetition and stuff, so. And I did want some sort of outdoor attraction, that's why I put the hot tub down there underneath that loft. Because it'd be, I don't know, a little romantic thing for your Sims to do, just go outside and enjoy the weather, and be protected from rain if it's raining and you still want to be warm, in the hot tub. It's great, so. But yeah, this is just the final touches. I didn't want it to be completely barren outside because my other tiny homes that I referenced this build from didn't have much landscaping to it, and this one still doesn't, so you guys can feel free, like I said, to change things and add things as you desire, because I am putting this up on the gallery when this is released. But please, like I said, do not reshare this house, just because it does take a lot of time out of someone's day, and if you take credit for it, it's not cool, so. But yeah, I am slowly going to be ending this video here. If you guys enjoyed it, please, 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 please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and just kind of keep posted for what's to come, because there's more coming soon. So until next time, guys, hoot out.